Hello, my name is Darius Young, and welcome to part 3 of modeling Goku in Blender. Now, when we left off, I got you guys situated with the arm, like we did the twisting thing. But I have a confession. I made a few changes while I was working on it to see what I could do to the model to modify it more for your guys' pleasure. But the thing is, I accidentally saved over my tutorial file, and so now I'm stuck permanently with this file. But I will show you the details that I added so you guys can know where we are and you can follow along. So I left you off. We extruded the biceps and the shoulders, and the front shoulder. Now what I did was I actually undid that by hitting Control Z, or you could undo it like this. I'll show you how real quick, because I actually extruded the chest individually on this one. So what I'll do is that, in fact, you guys don't do anything. If you want to follow along, I'll show you how to fix if you want to. But the way you fix how you did that is actually, I'm going to test out something really quickly. Select all of these vertices right here that's in this ring, hit X, and edge loop. Okay, there we go. So I got rid of that. So basically I just got rid of my my extrusion that I made. Now I have to get rid of another extrusion that I made. Is this the right one? Okay, yes. So X, edge loop. Okay. Now we should be back to where we left off on the second part, where you well, not exactly, because we extruded the shoulder. So to get rid of the shoulder extrusion, I'll extrude it to show you how to get rid of it. What I did was I just hit C and left click and select all of these, and I'm gonna right click out, hit E to extrude. Okay, so, and I'm gonna hit W just to make it look better, just for now. I'm not gonna keep it like this, but okay. So this is where we basically left off on the last video. Now what you want to do to fix that is hold Alt and right click this edge, and this edge, and hit X and edge loop, and that'll get rid of the edge loop that you made. So now to show you what I did while you guys were gone, I was gone. Sorry about the switch of views, but this is what I did. So I selected, hit Z, I selected all of the front polygons and the polygons that are in the, it's a few polygons that are in the back to extrude off of. And what I'm going to do is hit E and extrude that. Now why did I do that? I did that because when we extruded our I need to fix that. Hit Alt S, see if that'll work. Yes, it did. Okay. Let me fix that real quick. Just hit Z. It's the vertice that's not supposed to be there. Hit X and vertice. Okay, that got rid of that problem. Okay, so basically why I did that was because our edge flow needed to be able to flow from our, in fact, let me undo that part, because I shouldn't Alt S like that, because I was trying to get rid of that. And so next vertice. Okay, now I'll have the right vertices. Okay, so I did that because the edge flow needs to flow from the pectoral muscle all the way through the shoulder, through here, and through the back. That way when we add an edge loop, we know where our topology is. And that's another helpful tool or tip for rigging. Another thing that I did, I just did some reshaping on the arms. Like I made the I just moved the vertices out a little bit for the triceps. I didn't do any extrusions or change the topology at all. So you guys can quickly edit that if you want to, or you keep your arms the same, because they're not really well defined in here in the picture. Oh, another thing, I changed the theme because I got some feedback, and they said that the theme was too dark and they couldn't see the lines. So the way you do that, if you have my theme, is to go to File, go to User Preferences, go to Presets. This is in your Themes tab, and right now I have Elysium. If you want to go back to the original theme, all you have to do is reset to default, and now it's on the original theme. If you like to do that, I'm going to keep it on the original theme just for tutorial purposes, so that you guys can follow along better. Because I apologize for not having the correct theme in the first place if you had a hard time following me. So I will keep that in mind next time. So click Save User Settings, and let's go back. Now you can change the theme to whatever you want, but I'm just going to do that theme. I'm going to do the original theme for my tutorial. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select these here and move them forward. Actually, Control Z, move them forward and scale down the proportional editing. Now I can get in here, W smooth. There we go. Okay, so we have the upper torso pretty well done. Everything is looking nice and snazzy. Now I'm in sculpt mode. You can change that mode by going to, let me change it back to object mode. When you're down here, you have the object mode. You can change it to edit mode, sculpt mode, vertex paint, weight paint, texture paint. We're not going to be using we're not going to be using texture paint, vertex paint. We're going to use weight paint for our rigging, but that's pretty much the only thing that we're going to be painting. So I'll explain more on weight painting when we get to that part. So right now we're going to select these vertices that form the shape of the chest muscle. And what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do before, what I did before, I'm going to extrude this out individually. So turn off clipping and hit E to extrude. Okay. Now hit W and hit smooth. Smooth it out a bit. Bring it out some so it's more defined. And now when we hit tab, hit smooth, and that'll fix that little area up there. Now you see it looks kind of not like a chest right now, but we'll fix that really shortly. So, whoops, I'm sorry. Hit 1 to go in the front view. If you guys don't remember the keyboard shortcuts, just really quickly, 1 go in the front view, 3 goes to the side view, 7 goes to the top view. Control 1 goes to the back view, Control 3 goes to the left view, and Control 7 goes to the bottom view. Just real quick. We probably won't be using the bottom view or the left view, but we're definitely going to be using the first 3 that I told you. Because those are, make sure you turn clipping back on. Those are like the main 3 that really everybody uses. Now, okay, so I'm just making some more subtle adjustments here and there to the pectoral region. Now, in the lightweight video that I watched, he actually hid the pectoral, separated it to its own layer, and like modeled it individually. But I found that kind of tedious when you can just see it like right here. I mean, it's not that difficult to see what it's going to look like in here. I mean, if it is for you guys, you can easily go and if you want to isolate it and just model this part, I'll show you how. What you do is you select by holding Shift, Alt, and right clicking to keep your other selections. And these are just regular selections now. I think I may have accidentally selected something in the back, because Blender does that sometimes. Okay, let's see. Okay, I deselected that one in the back. Okay, make sure you don't have any vertices in the back selected. Now what you do is hit Control I and hit H, and now you hid all of the vertices that would be getting in your way of you seeing your chest. And you can also turn that off so you can just focus individually on your chest muscles. You could turn the subsurf down too if you want, but I'll keep it like this for now. But yeah, so that's what you could do for that. I'm going to cut mine back on. And what you do to unhide everything is hit Alt-H. And that'll unhide your mesh. Let's move this back to the center. Okay, so yeah, that's just a quick tip if you want to isolate the chest muscles and get to working on them as individuals. Okay, now go here to see things a bit more accurately. So we can compare our image to, not our image, but you know, our model to the picture. And like I said before, make sure that it's kind of close to the picture as possible. If you want it like that, I prefer mine to be kind of correct as it relates to the reference image, because why have a reference image if you're not going to be correct? Okay, so we have our chest muscles pretty well defined, and those are cool. Now, our upper body is not complete unless they have awesome abs. I mean, really awesome abs. I like the way Akira Toriyama drew his abs in Dragon Ball Z. Those are really unique way to do it. So what we're going to do for the abs is we're going to hit Control R in the middle of this line here, left click again. That's cool. Just so we can have another thing here for the center, so we can have more vertices to work with when we extrude it. Now we just extrude this up. Now you can kind of see we already have kind of the area for the abs, but not just yet. Gotta move this down, so move it inward actually. There we go. Down some more. Okay, now you can't really see the abs like that. This is just like the top part of it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select all of these by once again holding right click to select multiple vertices and holding shift to keep your previous selections. So let's make sure we select all of the right ones. Okay, we have. Now hit E and extrude those outward. Whoops, I forgot something. Control Z, turn off clipping once again, then hit E and extrude them. And now I see it extruded them individually. Hit Tab, go to Object Mode, go to the Object Tools, hit Smooth for the shading. Come back here, hit Alt S, scale that down. Whoops, turn clipping back on. Alt S, scale that down. Scroll your mouse wheel down to the get rid of some of the effect. Hit W, smooth it out. I really like Blender's modeling tools because it enables you to do a lot very quickly without having to make too many drastic changes to your mesh, which is really unique to Blender. Because I know Maya, when I was trying to learn Maya and I was just coming from Blender, the way Maya has their keyboard shortcuts set up was so terrible to me. Like, in order to move something, it was T, and I just couldn't wrap my head around hitting T over and over and over again to move something. I mean, I have the navigation tools down pat, but when it comes to creating something, I'd rather just go into the toolbar and click it. I mean, that's something that Blender definitely needs to add, is a toolbar that has your tools, like somewhere up here. If you guys seen Andrew Price's video on how Blender can improve its interface, you definitely would agree with me and him on that. That would make Blender a heck of a lot better if they had the toolbar at the top and not so much clutter down here, because it could get confusing if you're new, because it was confusing to me, especially Blender 2.4. That was super confusing to me. I didn't understand anything that was going on in that one. I was surprised I made any models in that one. But so now I'm hitting Control R, or scroll your mouse wheel up twice. Now we have 2 new subdivisions in our core area. A to deselect, and let's start shaping them. So come in here, bring these down. Come here, bring this till it's like level, kind of. Bring this till it's also level. Here. Now what we're going to do for this is, because if you've seen the Dragon Ball Z anime, every time Goku has his shirt off, like, you can only see his top 2 abs and this one up here. That's because he also has on his belt, and that covers up his other abs. I'm sure if he didn't have the belt, the majority of his abs would show, but they only show the first 2. So what we're going to do for that is to hit E, extrude. Make sure you turn off clipping again. T to extrude that out. Tab, hit smooth, then do the same thing. Wait, no. Then hit W and smooth. We're going to make some more editing to that, but right after we extrude the bottom part, because I want to get that part over with. So hit E, extrude it. Tab, smooth. Go back, W, smooth. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and make some adjustments, because right now it's looking kind of funky. Oh yeah, we're killing this. Thank you for bearing with me. I promise you this will be worth your while when everything is said and done. You'll have a complete model of Goku. Now I have my first tutorial series done. My very first, well, not my very, this is my second attempt at a tutorial series. My first one wasn't going too well. If you subscribe to my channel and you saw my first, I will not be continuing that. I mean, unless you guys want me to, you can send me an email saying you want me to continue that. But if you don't, that's cool. You know, I didn't. It was just a test run to see if anybody was interested in what I had to say. And it turns out that, you know, not many people like modeling Chinese dragons, which is, it's okay, you know. But I think that Goku was a bit more popular than the Chinese dragon. So yeah, I'm sticking with this guy for now. Okay, so we have his abs kind of in there, but you see when you move down, see it's kind of diagonal like that, like it comes inward. I don't like that at all. So what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I figured it out. I'm going to hit 7, hit Z. I'm going to hit B, select all of these vertices here. R, and rotate them out. There we go. Now I hit tab and look at it. It's not that, you know, it didn't go in, didn't cave in like it did before, which is excellent because we didn't want that. Select these 4 here, move them back to give the body a bit more circular feel to it, because it was looking kind of squarish. We don't want him to be a square. Goku's not a square. He's a fighting freaking genius. Kick your anus. Whoops. I accidentally stupid. I meant to hit GG. Smooth it back. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we have his upper body pretty well done. Move those back to the emerging point. Wait, whoops. Turn back on clipping. My bad. Actually, you know what you can do. My bad. I hate this window so much. Just grab this and make sure that all of your points are merged together, like you see here. See, these points aren't, just move them back together like that. And there you go. So this is all we're going to do to the top part of the body because, like I said, really you don't see anything else when Goku has his shirt off. I mean, we're going to add some more to the back, like he does have a wide he does have a wide kind of build. Like, he's not skinny like most people portray him to be. Goku's actually he's pretty cut up actually. He's like Schwarzenegger on steroids. Haha, I said Schwarzenegger because I'm black. That's why I said Schwarzenegger. Because I'm black. I turned off proportional editing for just a moment because it was getting on my nerves. Some proportional editing is really helpful at times, but sometimes it can, be a little annoying. So just turn it off. Just turn it off. Just making some subtle adjustments to my mesh here. Now it says 8:45. I'm gonna go until 9. So that was upper body. Basically, we're not done with the arms, and we'll start with the arms actually now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna extrude this part of his deltoid. In fact, just hit C. Oh no, whoops! I hit V. Hit C and select all of these here by holding left click and then right click out. Now make sure you have the proper selection and hit E. Extrude that out, hit W to smooth it out. And now begins the process of editing. Now you see we added his front deltoids. Of course deltoids, they don't look like this at all. In fact, in all honesty, they are your deltoids and your pectorals are connected, and we'll fix this little crease that we have here. Actually, we'll fix it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of these in between the crease and the muscles. Hit W and smooth. There we go. Now we kind of got rid of the crease. We can do more to get rid of the crease, like moving some vertices more forward, not scaling, forward, moving them forward towards the mesh. There we go. Now you barely even notice it's there, except for at the bottom, but that's okay. That's cool. So now we'll go to the side of the mesh. Hit 7 actually, because we have to extrude it from the top as well. Now something about the deltoids at 3 is that, turn back on proportional editing, it's kind of like they curve towards the center for the center one, kind of sort of like this. So just fix that real quick, and then also smooth this edge out because we don't want it to stand out too far. That's too much of a prominent edge. Okay, got that part fixed. In fact, let's just go to sculpt mode. Cool thing about sculpt mode, hold shift, hit F, make your brush size bigger, hold shift, and it'll smooth out parts you want smoothed out. I don't want it to be too much of a crease there, because when we extrude this muscle, that'll make the crease that we need. Then when we extrude this muscle, that'll make the crease that we need for that muscle. So we don't have to do all that extra geometry. Just make it look cool right there. Don't have to add a crease at the moment anyway. Move all of these vertices inward, and move the vertices of the top outward so it could look like it kind of caves in. Okay, select all of these here. Move these at top too. Hit E, extrude them like this. Tab, see what that looks like. That looks awful. But we can fix that. Actually, right now, hold Shift and click and smooth that out. Okay, this crease is fine. Okay, just a few adjustments here and there. A lot of modeling is about just getting your forms right. That's why it's really important to know things about your project before you start it, like how you're going to model, what tools you're going to be using, and what deadline you want to set for it. I don't have a particular deadline, which I should, because I told you guys I was going to be doing one tutorial on this sooner, but I couldn't find any free time, or I shouldn't even say free time, I should say quiet time, because I can only find quiet time over my mom's. It's hard to do at my father's, but so I'll try to make these tutorials at least 2 or 3 times when I'm over my mom's to make up for the time I won't be able to when I'm over my dad's, which will be next week. If I can make one over there, I will. Well, I just extruded these, but yeah. Okay, so we have our muscles here. Okay, so we have our deltoid muscles. There we go. Smooth it out slightly. Okay, now we come in here. Actually, I'll just hit Control R. Bring that there. I should have added a crease. My bad. Control Z. Control Z. Actually, you know what? Keep that crease there. Except scale it. Whoops. Turn off proportional editing. Scale it inward. Inside. Bring that there. Okay. I have that crease there. Control R, do the same thing here. Scale it inward. Then, to make the shoulder more round. Okay, so we have our shoulders. Now we're going to have to extrude the biceps for the arm. So what we're going to do for that is make this, whoops, I accidentally hit it, make this part of his arm come up some. E extrude, W smooth, and we're basically done. I mean, really all we have to do now is come in here and move these out, maybe, you know. But to be honest with you, we're done with that part. Move this in. Preparation for our next extrusion. That's another reason why we have our anatomy set, or our vertices set up the way we do. If you follow the law, set up a different way, that's fine. But to get the kind of definition that I'm going for, you might want to do what we're doing. No, I'm just making a suggestion. I'm not telling you. Like, this is not the definite way. Like, this is not the definitive way of modeling Goku. I'm sure there's plenty of other ways that you can go about doing this project. This is the way that I'm doing it, however, and I think this way is a pretty good way. You know, it's a good way to teach people how to do it. So, what we're gonna do now is have 5 minutes left. So we get this done. So I'm not gonna ramble on very long, or try not to at least. I'm sorry if I do. There's a lot more talking in the last tutorial. I made more jokes, which were good jokes. If you want to hear the jokes again, please watch the other tutorial so I can get another view. Like a post. Okay. There we go. So now we selected all of these right here. Basically, this is because this muscle that's right next to your bicep is actually connected to this muscle, and it comes down like that. So, motion, when your arm is bent like that, that's why it does that. So we're going to hit E, extrude it out. Let's see what that looks like. It's actually not bad at all, but we need to fix some deformation problems within this part of the arm. Okay, that's cool. Actually, no. Alright, fix that. So now we have this extrusion in our arm. Now what are we going to do with that? Well, we're going to actually smooth this part out a bit, because that's too much of a crease here too. And hit 1, go here, whoops, grab, move that out, move that out, move that out. Select those two and move those out. Select those two and move these out. Okay. Alright. So we have the first part of the extrusion done. I'm probably going to go a little bit over time. I'm sorry, but I want to get these arms pretty much set in stone so that we can continue with the legs and such in the next tutorial. Okay, so I selected these, and now I have to do some more research on the anatomy that goes on in this part of the arm, because I really don't know. So I'll get back to you on that. But as far as I do know, I don't believe that those two muscles are connected. Like the muscle that's, because I know it's a muscle that is inside here. We'll do it anyway, just for I don't have my dynamic anatomy book with me, or my dad's dynamic anatomy book with me, so I mean, we could do a quick Google search, but like I said, I'm running out of time, and I don't want to go too over time with you guys, and I don't want y'all to sit here for like hours trying to do something, you know, because, you know, who wants to sit and do something for hours and hours and hours, unless you're really addicted to Blender like I am. It's like a drug, except it's not bad and won't kill you over a period of time. unless you like super spam Blender. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you won't get any disease or anything from it because you use it too much. I mean, I'm sure, you know, somebody will probably, you know, tell you, hey, you know, get off of the computer for 5 minutes of your life, and you'll be like, no, I love Blender, it is my life, and I will kill you if you touch it again. It's like, no. But Blender is really cool. I really hope that the Blender Foundation, however, takes into consideration the proposal that Andrew Price put up for Blender's interface, because Blender's interface right now is kind of crappy. Because everything is like clumped together, and you don't know where some stuff is, and you have to go through long lists of searching to find a specific function that you might use a lot in your particular project. Whereas if you used his interface, you could just click on the main functions of modeling, texturing, and animating, and you know, it could be, you could have a more concise workflow rather than jumping from window to window and such. I think that'd be a lot better, in my opinion. Now, what we're gonna do for the back of the arms. Okay, it's 9 o'clock right now. I'm over time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll spread out my time better next time. I just want to get this done. So, okay, spread that out a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make extrusions for the tricep muscles. I wish I had tricep muscles like these. I'm trying to work out to get tricep muscles like these, because Goku's tricep muscles are like horseshoes. We can write W smooth. Okay. Hit Control 1. So we are going to be using Control 1. Yeah. If I just said this, I should set the keyboard shortcut, but the keyboard shortcut to going back is Control 1. Okay, so got that in. That looks nice and awesome-y. So now we will select these. Let me select these. Deselect this one. Don't select that one. Okay, before I select those, clean up this geometry. I was looking at it and it was just bugging me. So now that it's not bugging me anymore, it still kind of is. Okay, there we go. Now it's not bugging me, so we can extrude. Ooh. Let's do this in the view where we can see things. Not in the... Now we hit Z. Okay, now we have to hit Z. So we can see where we are. Okay. Alright, now either extrude, move it out, hit Z. Let's see what it looks like now. It actually looks pretty fine. Smooth it out, hitting shift, really. Shift right here, I don't know that. Shift right here, shift right here. Shift right here, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. Let's hit shift. We want that decrease to be to actually I want this to be a part of the tricep. So what we're going to do before I sign off for today is hit E to extrude that. We're not going to leave this extrusion permanent. What we're going to do is hit, select these two vertices, hit X vertices, and now select these two, hit Alt M, and that's center. Select these two, select these two, Alt M, center. Select these two, Alt M, center. Select these two, Alt M, center. We'll just make that a bit bigger. Hit G in scope mode, so you can, that's for grab, manipulate these vertices in scope mode. It's like this is like a more controlled version of proportional editing, which I adore. I adore it, I adore it, I adore it. You notice my use of the word adore. Just like my baby. No, it's not. What do you think I am? Hold up, Control Z. Okay, so basically that's all we're gonna do for today with the arms. Hold shift to smooth that out. Shift and click. Smooth that out just a little bit. We do need to add some more arm muscles in here. Okay, I'll do that real quick. I'm sorry. We'll do that real quick just because I don't like to leave off on those kind of notes. Because then every time I look at it, I'm tempted to go back and change it, but I know I'm not supposed to because you guys are following my tutorials and I'm supposed to be a loyal YouTuber and not go behind you guys' backs and do modifications so that you can't follow my videos. Because that would be bad. It'd be bad publicity. Then people would be looking at me like, Darius, I couldn't follow a single thing in your tutorial. You suck. You should never do YouTube again. And I will cry because it would hurt my feelings. Hit W because we obviously shot that out. Fact, just hit Control Z all together. And I extrude it from this view just so you can see how far it's coming out. That's what she said. Ha ha ha. I made a joke. It's bad. On S, just get that in. Move that out. Move that over. Move that out. That's why I love these directional arrows because you don't have to hit G and then X to move it. You can just move it on the X axis with the arrows. The arrows are beautiful. They're like Beyonce to Blender modeling. The arrows are Beyonce and Blender is Jay-Z. Ew. No. Never. Not in a million freaking years. Ugh. Beyonce used to be good. Then Jay-Z happened. Okay, just add, basically for the arm, we're just going to go around continuously and add muscles to it. Okay, just until it kind of flat to me. Smooth, 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 okay. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay, that's all we're going to do for today. Whoops. So thank you guys for watching my tutorial or today's tutorial. Please like it, write comments, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and we will continue this probably on Thursday most likely. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.